What? What the fuck?
Now, I'm going to fuck you with Satan's cock.
I don't. Thank you? What the fuck? Thank you for the hype. What the fuck? 3 Dot just gifted 25 subs in the chat, which means Twitch gifted 5. What is happening? Twitch is gifting so many subs. What is happening? I love that gif. What the fuck is going on? Oh my god. Good fuck to you all. What the fuck is going on? There's so many gifted subs. A level 8 hype train? What the fuck is going on?
I'm going to fuck you with Satan's cock.
I'm trying to scroll up. Jeez, I have to welcome these butt wizards real quick, but holy shit, thank you for the enormous hype train. What the fuck? Thank you. Peter805, I'm an astronaut, nameless, KM1709, Lorcy, half a sec, Igloo. I'm going to try my best on these. I'm so sorry if I butcher anyone's name. Alec Marshall, Beck, Pestilence, Aranidlore. I'm so sorry. Malicious Honey, Quiet Geek, MGM016, Dargort 87, Lil Mama Silva, Moonhiss, excuse me, I'm so sorry. CP Graham, Cove Girl, Hey Deb P, 42 Kupo Nuts, Tazi1, Compact, Big Orange Ball, Downslide WI, Lily T. Okay, those were gifted by 3 Dot. And then Twitch, I thought Twitch was gifting 1 sub per 5. I don't know what's happening. I'm so sweaty right now. Thank you so much. I don't know what to do. This is so many. I don't know what to do. Lily to you, No One Dingus, Shinoshi, Zibaddy. This is just terrible. I'm so sorry. Zibaddy and Catcoon, Nervy Soul, Dynamic Gemini, Binary Viking 22, Sanguinary Gamer Grill, Ulragul. I'm so sorry. Slipped Fusion. God damn it, motherfuckers. What the fuck is happening? Dylan Quint, Potato's here. Sengoku Nacho, Amathard, Unholy Vashti, Severin, Bude, Atten Raw, Momo Cristo, Venom Black, Cozy Megs, X Kimzilla. There's so many. This is insane. Thank you so much. I'm gonna have a panic attack. One-armed Geodude, Minute, Crewster, Mara, Akoma, Chinkalink, and Fear the Dawn. You're all butt wizards of the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent, and I fucking appreciate you. I don't know what's going on or why Twitch gives so many subs, but I'm very grateful and thank you. Glut gifted 5 subs in the chat. Twitch gifted 1 for? I have no idea what's going on, and I'm so confused. Thank you. Kino Ghoul, Cranky Head, Jaws Gaming, TT, McPeepee. Great name. Robin's Generic Channel and Davius86, you're all butt wizards of the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent, and I fucking appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for being here to accept these wings upon your anus. Motherfucking Sarah! A bro to the past. Resub for
94 months. Like, imagine if we had a child and we were like, yeah, they're 94 months old. That's the point we've reached.
Hail Satan and thank you, you generous fucks. Tony just gifted another 10 subs in the chat. What the fuck is going on? Thank you. Caustic, I can figure this out. I can read, I swear to God. Seraphathin. I'm going to do it. It's going to be fine. Seraphathin. X8 Cloud 8X. Maven Tall. John 83. Fena Zabavka. I am so sorry. Your names are beautiful. I can't read, apparently. Galaga Pilot, IG Wolfpack, Rit the Roo, Migs 90, and What's His Toes, and Invisigoth 247. You're all butt wizards, the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent, and I fucking appreciate you. And thank you. Cocky with the fucking biddies. Thank you and cheers. I have a bowl and a clean bong. I will cheers you. Ike Wolf with what is happening? Ike Wolf with 1,000 biddies. Jesus fucking God. Thank you. We do have a child. He is 9. That's real, though. What the fuck? What the fuck? Thank you so much for the level 9 hype train. Level 8, I don't even know what it's at. Level 8, thank you. Good morning and happy Saturday. I hope you're all doing well. What the fuck? Is caustic an AFI reference? Might be. It was with a K, though. It was caustic ending with a K. This is why I get fucked up. No idea. Thank you. That's insane. That's so... I don't even know what to say. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you? Thank you. That's... Thank you. That's... Thank you. I don't know what to... Thank you. What the fuck? I don't know why Twitch gifted so many subs. I'm so grateful, though. Thank you. What the fuck did I get? Is it a golfing emote? What the fuck? I saw nothing. I've seen nothing. I've seen nothing other than the fact that y'all just threw a bunch of subs and bits at the chat, and I'm at the community, and I'm at myself, and thank you. Thank you. I'm eternally grateful. For those just swinging past the chat or you're here for the first time, I used to work in hospitals, and I used to have to unplug Nana for a living, and I'm just so fucking grateful I don't have to do that anymore. Thank you so much. Dude, no shit. I used to roll a pack of spliffs and go golfing. I love golfing. I'm not a hater. That being said, golf courses take so much fucking water, and the fact that Arizona has hundreds of golf courses and literally no water baffles me. Like, I give up golfing for that, but I fucking do love golfing. I was on a golfing team in high school. That's the level of nerd I fucking went. But no shit, I would roll like a pack of spliffs and just sit there and smoke the whole time I was out there, and it was so much fun because I didn't give a fuck. Like, I'm not here to par anything or do anything. I was just out hanging in nature and slapping balls. I just like to smack a ball. That's my favorite. What's the significance of the drug tag? I like drugs. So, significance of the drug tag is that I smoke a lot of pot on my stream. For those just new or just swinging by, I smoke a lot of weed on my stream. I need to clean my bowl. And I can do that because weed is recreationally legal in Colorado. And Twitch rules state you just can't do anything illegal on stream. And it's not illegal for me. And you know what's crazy? I've never put that tag on my stream. I'm not out here like, you want to hang out with drugs? It's just there. So we accept it. I guess this is drugs. I stick to the drugs that grow out of the ground. Yeah, allegedly, some people join me in the cheersing. Allegedly. Maybe. Some people. It is, I mean, honestly, it is. Like, I would say over 50% of the people on my channel who smoke regularly, it's medicinal. 100%. Like, it is to a certain point with me because it calms me down. It smooths the edges. Like, I don't feel like I'm annoying or I'm a bad person without weed, but with weed, I feel more tolerable. I don't know if I am or not, but I feel more tolerable. Cheers. Stop. Nuh-uh. No way, Sarah. Also, Katie, I have a cool story from TwitchCon. My friend Roland was at the same hotel as you and Zeke, but he mostly lurks here, so he's too shy to come say hi. That happens, I swear to God, every year. Every single year I've ever gone to TwitchCon, at least one person is like, I was too shy to come say hi. And I'm going to say right now, I get it. I have never been able to approach someone who I like or watch, or they have to approach me first. I can't do it. I'm so fucking, socially awkward and anxious when it comes to that shit. I've told you guys this before, but, the first time I ever met Elspeth, and we're friends now, but, when I first started streaming, I idolized Elspeth. She was the stream I wanted to be. I was like, she's so cool. She's so down to earth. She's so fucking funny. She's normal. She's not putting on a show or anything like that. I idolized her. Very first TwitchCon I ever went to was TwitchCon 2. And I was standing in Artist Alley, staring at a painting of mine that was hung up because I was so proud of it. And this little person comes up behind me because Elspeth is I don't even know, she's tiny. The last time I hung out with her, she was in heels, but she's pretty short. She comes up behind me and I just feel this tap, 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 here. And I turn around and look down and Elspeth is there. And she's sitting there with the phone and she's like, "Are you ClassyKatie? Can I get a picture with you in your painting?" and I shit my pants. I died. I was like, no, I'm not. No, it's not. Who am this? And just died. And now we're friends because she had to approach me first. I can't do it. Like, I'm so socially anxious when it comes to that stuff. I completely empathize. Coffee toast anime. Hello, love. I didn't even notice those were there. I'm impressed and reassured as I see you have a severed arm and a sphincter plushie on your... I didn't even realize. I've decided weed is definitely necessary for my survival if I don't want to have a meltdown. It helps so much. Oh my God, when's the last time you had to go without weed for an extended period of time? Was it like when you were getting your job? You're so hard to tolerate that we excitedly show up to greet you every morning, you goober, but I'm high the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Same. I'm too shy to say hi. Give me a drink and I meet everyone. Give me some elixir. I'm so shy when it comes to that. Like, I'm not shy socially. Like, I love hanging out with people. I'm a social creature. But when it's someone I like look up to or whatever, I can't do it. I don't know. I'm so shy. He saw you during check-in and wanted to respect your privacy, so didn't want to bother you guys. Okay, no shit. Maybe don't tell them this because they're gonna feel bad. But no shit. That was the best time they ever could have said hi. Because when we came in to check in, the guy at the counter was brand new and was literally doing a training video and had no idea how to do it. So we had to wait like 25, 30 minutes to check in. We just stood there waiting for someone who knew what they were doing. It would have been the best time. We had fucking nothing to do. We were just standing there. Shitting your pants is the new 30. Dude, everybody shits their pants at least once. It's just a matter of when. Dude, no shit. She followed me on Instagram a few months ago and I shit myself. Same. That, Jessica Negri, same. She followed me on Instagram and commented on one of my Instagram posts and I just die. I can't even say anything back. Like, I don't know how to respond because I'm like, no, I like you too much. You can't know me. Then you'll know what shit I am and we have to keep that secret. I'm unemployable. Is that the same? What does that mean? Like, forever and always for all the jobs? Because someone would fuck you. What is this song? Get out of here. You're a little slow for us today. Last summer on a cruise, 10 days. Damn. And did you... So, no shit. I'm asking because the same thing happens to me. When I travel, especially if I'm going abroad or something, I'm not one to try to... I'm not going to put myself on a no-fly list, so I don't fly with weed or anything like that. Unless I'm going between two legal states like California and Colorado. I don't give a shit. But the reason I ask... Oh, how do I word it? Like... If I have at least a vape... Where's my little vape? At least a vape on me. I don't know what did I do with it? I don't know what I did with it. If I have my vape on me or at least something like that, I feel like I can tolerate other people more. I have my little blue vape. What do I do with it? Anyways, I feel like I can tolerate people more. And it's not like when I don't have my vape, I'm not tolerating people, but I'm getting irritated on the inside and I'm having to like overtly mask. If that makes sense, like over masking. Like masking on a mask on a mask. Putting on super fake smiles, and it's like these weird pockets throughout the day where it's like all of a sudden I'm just like everyone around me is irritating and I want them to stop talking really bad, and if I don't have weed, I basically just kind of have to close into myself and put on this mask of like I'm having a great time, but it only lasts like an hour, and then all of a sudden I come out of it and I'm like, people don't bother me anymore, but without weed. But it happened, it's all day. It's just a constant flux of like, why are people annoying me? And suddenly they're not. And now everyone annoys me. But everyone's doing the same thing and it's the same people that have always been there. But if I have a little bit of weed, that's eliminated. I don't feel that. I feel like just like I'm fine. And it's people I love who never irritate me. They're literally not even doing anything irritating. It's just being irritated by the presence of humans. Same. I'm so glad I'm not the only one because that's crazy. Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. Was kind of like the first time we met. I looked up and saw you standing on the convention floor, taking it all in and thought now or never, not 100%. Literally, because there's people, I mean, like I was saying, I was on the con floor this year more than I've ever been on the con floor. Like, there were so many people to go see and so many cool partners that I hadn't seen in years who just hadn't been at the con that I definitely was on the floor more often, and I still didn't run into people. And then there were some people, like, I ran into Misty 5-6 times every day. I saw Misty every day on accident. And she lives locally. She lives 15 miles from me. Like, you literally, it's now you run up on people when you can. Like, I didn't run into John Carnage. We just accidentally almost had a fight. That's the con, I feel like. 3 Dot, thank you for those biddies. Jesus, you generous fuck. What if we're a huge group of intolerables who found each other? 100% that's what it is. There's a meme that I've seen going around, and it says something on the lines of neurospicy people tend to move in packs of ill-coordinated wolves. And like, if you just sit and metabolize that for a minute, it really checks out. Because we kind of find each other, because I think we all have empathy. Like, we all have that, like, I know I'm annoying. I know that it's not my fault, and therefore, when you get annoying, I know it's not your fault, and we can just laugh at it. We can laugh at each other's weirdness. The cruise was with my, oh god, it was with the mother. But I had room to myself, so I was able to have some chill crash time with little interruptions. That's nice. That's almost imperative. I'm an actual hermit. Social interaction is 100% work, and being alone is the most comfortable. Being buzzed on pot helps with my pains and makes me being around people more tolerable, 100%. It really does. And people, there's so many people out there that are like, weed's not medicinal, you're just making that up. You just say that because you want to smoke all the time. Would you like to see me without weed? Let's hang out for 72 hours without weed and tell me it's not medicinal. I ran into L Bell after the con was over, literally. That's the way. I ran into people at the airport that I didn't see the entire con, but I got to sit with at the airport. That's literally. Tony, did we meet the very first, like my first TwitchCon? Was that TwitchCon 2? That's crazy. That was almost 9 years ago. Wow. That was 9 years ago. That was 2015. I think. Wow. Wow. Time just gone. No shit, weed is basically the only drug that works for nerve pain that doesn't steal your boners and make you super chonky. Isn't it fucked up that, I mean, no shit, the number one prescription that we give with heart meds is Viagra. It's so fucked up that there's so many drugs out there that's like, yeah, you'll be less anxious, but you're never gonna come again. I know it's not just me when I say that sounds very backwards. I feel like being able to jerk off is just part of a healthy mental state. When you want to. Like, I'm not saying everybody needs to jerk off. There's a lot of asexual people out there, and that's perfectly fine and wonderful and normal. But you know what I mean? Being able to continue normal, perfunctory, biological things that you want to do. If that, like, I don't know how to word that. I think that's part of good mental health. And, like, there's a lot of drugs. There's a lot of SSRIs, especially selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, basically antidepressants, that absolutely take away they'll either make it so you can't get hard, or you, like, will just jerk off forever. Like, they call it whiskey dick or something. It's basically like you just can't come. And a lot of people will put up with that for a long time and just be like, you know what? At least I don't want to die anymore. I'm like, at what cost? There are so many different meds you can try out there that might not kill your penis. That just sounds terrible to me. Rubbing one out is self-care. I 100% stand by that, not just being a perv. Like, I think that's real. That's, Tony, yes. Less anxious plus no orgasms, that would neutralize it. I would just be more anxious. Same. It is the best therapy. It's great self-care. What up, anus? How are you, love? When I had to be on the nerve drug combo, I probably was able to come less than 10 times in 2 years. Yeah. It was really, really weird and it just felt wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Like, what? I don't think I've ever done that. Holy shit. We care about penises in this house. We care about genitals and sexual health, 100%. That is something that needs to be talked about, and it needs to not be taboo, because people are just sitting in misery. because we're not open to talk about this stuff. Just one of my first cruises ever. No shit. It was a gift set up with the in-laws. Shocked to learn that the ship will sell $60 cigars, $50 cartons of cigarettes, but they don't sell lighters or matches. Are you allowed to have lighters and matches on the ship? Because then they should... Okay. Some flint and steel, maybe like a... That it just doesn't make any sense. I've never been on a cruise. Did you like it? Sarah, I mean, that was hard me. That was me for a long time. Because, like, and this is just personal opinion, like, you can't generalize personal opinion or personal experience, but I feel like a lot of people, they'll go to a psychiatrist one time, talk to that psychiatrist, be put on an SSRI, and feel different, and then convince themselves that that different feeling is the way they're supposed to be feeling, and never go back and never ask for different drugs or ask about changing up their drugs, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because it's scary. It's scary to go the gambit of trying different medications to try to figure out what works for you. But goddamn, there's so much more out there that isn't an SSRI. And I 100%, I mean, ADHD and autism are, like, you hear about them all the time, but I feel like they're still extremely underdiagnosed, especially in kids like us, where those words weren't even around when we were kids to be diagnosed with, if that makes sense. Good morning, Nick. How are you, love? My pain pills robbed me of any stamina, but I've been single since 2007, so it isn't a problem. Efficient, even. I mean, sure, CJ. My ADHD medicine. Hold on, my shit jumped. Where'd it go? Does thankfully help a fair bit with my anxiety. Good. I mean, that's fucking great. If it can work for more than one thing, that's amazing. Lighters allowed, but you may not buy them on board. You have to beg for a light if you didn't bring anything with you. Wow, that is weird. Cruises can be good if you like drinking, get the alcohol pass, and just never stop. And that's the thing. I don't like drinking and I don't eat enough, and I feel like that's cruises. Like, people with a hollow leg would love a cruise. Because don't you get a meal pass and a drink pass and basically just engorge yourself for a week on a boat? It seems like a great idea if you eat more than once a day. I want to get off so off. The sexual dysfunction's bad enough, but I'm sick of not having any highs or lows and just being mid all the time. Yeah. Psilocybin would be my choice for therapeutics, but I'd settle for ketamine as a legal alternative until drug laws catch up with the ancient medicine. Dude, 100%. No, I completely agree. I think microdosing is the way of the future. Like, we just have to get all these drugs out of the fucking, whatever it is, the Schedule 3 or Schedule 1 or wherever it is, where basically it's like, it's so dangerous. We can't touch it like they just did to weed. We have to get them out and test things. Cruises are great, but it depends on the cruise line destination and how you like to relax. And I like to relax solo. And women assigned female at birth being underdiagnosed for years because those neurodivergencies manifest differently for AFAB people, 100%. And like, I was just talking about this yesterday, Sarah, because I listened to a really cool podcast by a psychologist that was talking about that exact topic, like how the symptoms of certain neurodivergencies express differently depending on the gender assignment you were given at birth and how you were raised according to that gender assignment. And the symptoms in people assigned female at birth tend to be things that are, what's the word? Encouraged. I don't know. I can't think of a word for it, but essentially, like, for instance, like, I constantly reorganize. I'm constantly reorganizing my bookshelf. I'm moving things around. I'm constantly, like, a little OCD, reorganizing, moving things, moving furniture and stuff like that. But people are like, oh, she's clean, she's tidy, she's a little OCD about it, but that's okay. And they like that. Therefore, it's not seen as a problem. Whereas people who are assigned male at birth and then raised with that gender identity or whatever tend to, when their neurodivergencies express themselves, it tends to be more like outbursts of talking, activity, whatever, which in our society, we're like, sit still and be quiet. So they go get medicated, probably more often than they should because people are just upset they have a child. How was Inside Out 2? I haven't seen that one. I've seen the first one. The first one was cute. A 420 cruise would be incredible. I'd go on that. Internalized, normalized, socially acceptable, 100%. It's not seen as an issue until they find us crying alone in our bedrooms and they're like, what's wrong? And you're like, I can't stop organizing. And they're like, what's the problem? And you're like, I can't stop organizing without being in pain. But then people just think you're crazy. Cheers. Thank you for those biddies. I wonder, because that's another thing. Like, if it was a weed cruise, I wonder, like, the weed would obviously have to be legal recreationally wherever the cruise takes off, but I would assume it would have to be legal wherever it's porting, right? I don't know. I don't know ocean law. Humans have been using mushrooms, peyote, ayahuasca, etc., and have been used as medicine for millennia, 100%. Yeah. Like, some of the most scary drugs in the world and the most deadly, i.e. alcohol, are the legal ones. I'm assuming they go. Oh my god, a 420 cruise sponsored by growers. Can you imagine? Heaven. I've seen the metal cruises. Those look kind of dank. Still though, it's just the idea of being trapped on a vessel with that many people and not having like an escape other than my tiny ass room I would be able to afford that I probably wouldn't be able to even like spread my arms this much in because I'm not getting a 6x6 room, I tell you that. Like that, the idea of that, right, Vissy? It's like being in a tuna can. It's just like, I literally have to jump off the ship. I don't know how to escape this situation. And my body, like, I think I'm a prey animal on the inside or something. Because I definitely, every situation I'm in, I'm like, where are my exits? There they are. Good. Check. And there aren't any. And that idea of just the trappedness, I'm like, the masking is a coping skill we learned way early. Please the people and you'll never be in trouble. Isn't that sick? If you keep, I mean, that and Sarah, I'm sure you've read about this as well, but like the tendency for people with ADHD to be able to read a room faster than anybody else because of that, like we train ourselves as like infants to read the room, get the emotion of every single person and make sure they're all happy all the time. Keep everyone in the room happy. And if I can like keep checks on all these emotions and keep them okay, then I'm safe. It's so fucked up. Like, what am I safe? What's happening? I just had to cut it out a tag because it was bothering me. No redness, but it's been gone for like 30 minutes and I can still feel it. Me. You know what really pisses me off? When they put a tag in and they surge it in. So the tag is like in that surge seam and you can't get it out. So you have to just cut it off. So then you've just got that random piece of thick seam right there that you want to scratch your flesh off for. That shit. I've always been able to find a quiet place on a cruise ship. Really, you don't always have to be around people. See, and I've never been on one, so I wouldn't know. It's just the idea. Panic begins as soon as the moment I got on that boat, I'd just be like, well, I'm stuck now. Like I kind of felt that at the hotel in San Diego. No shit. Great hotel. I highly suggest anybody stay there. It was called the Pineapple. It was really nice. The room was really nice, super fucking comfortable. But I hate that in order to go outside and get fresh air, I had to stand in the street. Like, I had nowhere to be outside and be alone. And that was giving me that was really hard for me at TwitchCon. Like, if I wanted to go outside, I was standing in the street. Because and I just, like, there's something about that makes my skin crawl. I don't know why. I just need to not be seen or perceived of. Thank you for those biddies, 3 Dot. I appreciate you. I think cruise ships usually have a library, to be honest. There's always a panda guy, Nick. There will always be a panda guy. Tags are stupid. I hate them so much. Yeah, I think they all have a library, right? Which is crazy. I mean, a good library is everything. I need to find a good bookstore around here. I need a new book. And I'm fucking cannot find one. Oh my god, tell us a story. Give me a theme. Do I have any cruise ship themes? Things involving water aren't very happy stories. I told the TwitchCon stories. Seriously, I can't think of a story from TwitchCon that I didn't tell yet. Let me think. I'll think. Any story. I'm thinking. I went on a Twilight themed cruise. How was that? Was it fun? See, something like that would be fun. It's almost like a metal cruise. It's like you have something in common with everybody there already. Cease perceiving of my existence. I need that. Is that weird? It's something I've realized as an adult. Like, I need a place where no one can see me. Personally, I think E minor is the creepiest chord. It gives me the EBGBs. God damn it. That's actually a pretty good what is it? Like one of those word tricks. No shit. It was so fun. We sailed from Seattle to Alaska and down the Canadian coast. We saw a family of bears eating a whale carcass. That is metal as fuck. I saw a whale carcass in Oregon. That was wild. I'm thinking of a story. I'll come up with a good one. I hate that all my stories go back to medical stuff. I hope that guys doesn't bother you, but that's where all my good stories are. I could tell you the story of how I saw a whale carcass. It's not a very cool story. I have a picture of it somewhere in my work. It's probably on Facebook or something because it was so long ago. But I went to like Ocean Shores or something like that. It was spring break, and a boyfriend of mine and I rented a timeshare or something. It was just like a little condo on the beach in Oregon. But it was spring break during college, so it was like March. So it was gray and rainy and disgusting and fucking freezing out, but we just wanted to get the fuck out of our college town. And I woke up at like 5 a.m. for some reason, because not sleeping well in a hotel, who the fuck knows. And I remember one side of our room was just one entire sliding glass door, and that's what looked out onto the beach. And it was just like gray, overcast, Washington. But it was Oregon, but it was the Pacific Northwest. It all looks this way. And I woke up my boyfriend at the time and I was like, come with a walk for me. Like, I can't sleep. I just need to go on the beach, but I don't know where I'm going and I don't want to get lost. And we go, and I swear to God, we walked maybe a half a mile and we were the first people on the scene because it was like 6 a.m. by that time. A fucking dead whale. It was epic. It was crazy. I think it was a gray whale. It wasn't very big. It was like the size of a Astro van. Nah, it was bigger than that. It was longer than that. It's been like 18 years. Please forgive me. A little bit. I mean, like the body of it was probably like an Astro van, and then it had the tail and everything. It was gnarly because it had. So I think, correct me if I'm wrong on this. The whale-ness is beyond me at this point. But essentially, when whales are gonna die, or they're dying, or they've died, a lot of times they end up getting just washed ashore and beached, or they beach themselves to die, or something's going on where they do this on purpose. Because this was a full-grown whale, but it was a gray whale, and it was just huge. It was taller than me, laying on its side, but something must have happened. Again, forgive me, order of events has been so long. Something must have happened, and I'm guessing it had to do with, like, the whale must have gotten injured or something at a low depth and then been pulled to a high depth really, really fast, or maybe a fishing net or something, because its insides were now blowing up outside of its mouth. I don't know how to put that, but it was, I mean, we stood there and took a ton of pictures and everything, and we're just admiring the beauty of this creature, aside from the guts coming out of its mouth. And it was, I believe it was a gray whale because it had baleen, which means it doesn't have teeth. It has, like, the hair, and they filter krill. That was wild. I mean, I've never seen that up close in my life. It was insane. But by the time we stood there for, like, an hour or whatever, then people started showing up. Someone called, like, whoever it is, the official people, that rangers or something, that come take care of dead whales. But they told us that all of their insides come out when they go from low to high. Like, when they go from deep in the water to high in the water because of the pressure change. When they do that too fast, there's like a decompression thing, and all their stomach and everything comes. It was fucking gnarly. But it was wild. I mean, we had like an hour alone with this whale just to stand and look at it. And it was so big and majestic and crazy to see this creature from the deep ocean, a creature that theoretically a land mammal of my ilk should never see, really, other than in this instance. That was wild. It was wild. And it was like, everything was gray. It was almost like a movie. Like, the skies were gray, the water was gray, the gray whale was almost the same colors, everything, and just standing there in it. I could have crawled in its mouth, though. Like, a small whale is still a fucking huge whale. I would say it was probably, I don't know, God, it's been so long. Like 2 times an orca or whatever. I'm gonna look up gray whale. It's been too long. I really wish I could find all these fucking pictures, but Facebook's a piece of shit. How long are you, gray whale? They're 60,000 pounds. That's insane. It's a baleen whale that migrates from feeding and breeding grounds yearly, blah, blah. 14.9 meters. Wow, it's so much bigger than I remember. That's what she said. It was a huge whale. The gray sky is not the whale. And this, no shit. If you lived in the Pacific Northwest for like a couple of years, you'd end up exactly like me. Because this is what happens: the gray skies become synonymous with cold. So it's not that, and rain is always cold. It's wet. It's cold. So like, it's not that the gray skies themselves. Like, I love the color gray, and those blue grays that those skies and those clouds can create on their own. Nature is beautiful, but in my brain, it is synonymous with cold. That means cold. That means I'm gonna be cold no matter what. And rain is the same. Like, even when I go to Florida and the rain feels like piss, my first instinct is get inside. And then I'm like, wait, nope, that's piss rain. That's warm. I'm fine. But Washington rain is ice. Just icicles. That wet fucking cold gets to your bones and it doesn't get out. It's a nightmare. Just thinking about it makes me want to shiver. It's a nightmare. No, and I don't sit there and praise the sun. But that overcast always means cold. Always. That is synonymous. That overcast, that rain is fucking cold. To people like you and I would say. It's going to be 50 degrees or under, and it's probably going to rain, and we're going to get wet, and it's going to be cold. Yeah, it's literally, that's what I mean by it gets to your bones. There's something different. Like, I don't like being cold no matter what. Don't get me wrong. Once it turns winter here, I will be bitching. I fucking hate being cold. But there's something different about the dry cold. Like, you put on enough layers, and that dry cold can't get to you. That wet cold gets to your bones, and you're done. I've said it before, but like, you get so cold that it doesn't matter how many layers you put on. There's no heat producing in your body anymore to be trapped by these said layers. So there's no heat. You're just cold. It's misery. Just misery. Sarah, hold on. I haven't pulled up Discord yet today. Yes, Mishy, I do. That was disgusting. Hi, Adam. How are you, love? I would sweat all day at work, just walk to my car warm because I hated it so much. I totally get that. Yeah, it's terrible. Finland during winters. Wow, a bright blue sky. It means it's cold as fuck. That's Colorado. Very similar here in the wintertime. Oh my God, bright blue sky. It means the wind is going to hurt your skin. The wind is just going to hurt now. Oh, we don't do AI. I care. I don't do AI. That's a hard no. I lived in the South so long, I'll trade winter to skip these summers here. I totally get that. I like having seasons. Don't get me wrong. It's nice to have seasons. I honestly, like, in places like the South, Florida, Hawaii, etc., places that are closer to the equator and don't have seasons, I would feel like I wouldn't know how time was going by. I don't know how to put that. You know what I mean? Like, I would have no clue. I know summer's ending because we have less sunlight outside and it's getting cold. And the leaves change and shit, but like, I don't think you guys get that, do you? Oh my God, Sarah, these pictures. Can I show chat these pictures? No worries if I can't. I will 1000% enjoy them on my own. These are so pretty though. Man, I'd kill to see those glaciers. I think Zach's seen them as well. I remember, Bezabelli, when I was in school, like high school and college, we would go like do sports, you know, I'd be doing softball or basketball or something, and you'd end practice just like sweaty and hot, and you'd go take a shower and you'd be hot as fuck, and they'd be like, don't go outside till you cool down. I would go outside because I don't want to cool down. What the fuck is wrong with you? I cool down and then I'm never going to be warm again. I would beeline to my car, jack all the heaters on and be like, yeah, baby, burn me. In Florida, we measure the passing of seasons by the humidity level and the arrival of hurricane. Oh. So does the humidity level, it drops in winter? I'm guessing. I really don't know. A little, but enough that you notice it. Interesting. It's so different. I don't think I've ever lived anywhere that didn't get snow. At least a little. Like, even in Western Washington, like, we get a dusting. They get a lot more now. I mean, global warming and whatnot. But when I was a kid, we still got a dusting of snow. And we still get, like, 70, 80 degrees summers. Now they're 90s because global warming. Florida has 3 seasons: hot, hot and wet, and nice. Winter is nice. Summer is wet. I love Florida. It makes me sad when people talk shit on it because I'm just like, wait, it's warm and wet? I want those things. Wait, all the time? I want those things. As a cold-blooded reptile, I super want those things real bad. I hate being dry and cold. It's the worst. So for those of you that live in humid areas, take solace in that you will age about a quarter slower than I do. About 25% slower than I do because the dry air actually like just destroys your skin. So you'll look prettier. See, in Colorado, I think we have an extra long winter. Our winters start in not like winter, but like the cold and the snow. It starts around Thanksgiving and it doesn't go away until like June-ish. I live in Australia. You can get 4 seasons in a day. It can be cold, then raining, then Sunday, and then overcast. Do you get snow where you are? Because you're just like Colorado. When I first moved here, I was like, Colorado is like living with a woman going through menopause. I lived with my mother while she was going through menopause. No shade on menopausal women, but you know what it is. Like it's you just have no idea what you're gonna get. In the morning, we got snow in July once. It's just so fucking weird here. It's wild. So, I just remembered, I wrote it down because I knew I'd get high and I'd forget, but so what I wanted to do today basically is, you guys know I have a lot. I have 400, it's so gross. How did it get so much bigger? I feel like it was 300, and now it's 481 unplayed games on my Steam account. I swear to God, I'm playing games. You guys see this. I'm playing new games, and it keeps growing. It's crazy. But I wanted to scroll through with you guys today and ask your opinion, and then also look up stuff that we just don't know, and find all the horror games we're going to play for October and November and December because all the other holidays suck. That's what I was thinking. I'm going to write them down just because I don't want to be typing them on a wheel and lose it in the middle of stream because I'm an idiot and I click stuff fast, but I'm going to write them down and then I'm going to create a wheel. But yeah, I have so many. Like, at least a third of these games have to be horror. They have to be. They're in there. I know they are. But that's what I want to do because I just have so many. And my plan is, unless we fucking fall in love with a game, I think I have enough to do one a day. Like, a game a day. Thank you for those biddies, 3 dot. A game a day. It's crazy. If we just, 480 games. Are you kidding? It's larger than Glut's Faded Friday list. And that's crazy. That's not okay. 3 dot, thank you for gifting a sub to Drexel. Drexel, use about Wizard of the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent, and I fucking appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I know. Stony Katie might click out and then delete the wheel, and then I would hate what the fuck?
What does that mean? Did I break it?
I don't know. 3 dot, you've worked some black magic because for some reason you're getting more gifted subs from Twitch when you gift subs than other people are, and I don't know why, but I'm so eternally grateful to you. Thank you. Mark Gibson, Captain Usarian, Lancermancer, Kaliastar, Pearl891, Katsumo, Mad Mjolnir, and Eagle of Death 1996. You're all about Wizards of the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent, and I fucking appreciate you. Thank you. I don't think it's a gamble. Like, I've heard nothing. Twitch just said for every 5 gifted subs, there should be Twitch gifts 1. And for everyone else, that's what it's doing. But when you gift 5 subs, it gives 3. I'm on observation duty games. No, are they horror? Like what? Is there a title? Because I might own one. I do have 481 unplayed games. And I have 238 uncategorized, which is some games that I've like downloaded and not played and then uninstalled because I forgot or something. It's insane. Oh, Rage, does it gamble? No shit. If you gift more than 5 subs at a time, it gambles. Oh, you should get yourself a lottery ticket. Mag, it's disgusting. 400, it's 481. Hold on, I'll show you. It's disgusting. It was like 300 and something, and I swear I've been playing games. I've been whittling away at this. In a joyous way, but it's just like, this is all unplayed. It's disgusting. I know. I know. Can I zoom in on it? No. Well, yeah. It's wild. I know. I know. You did well, it did it today, but 3 dot, it's been 3 dot both times. 3 dot gambled both times and got massive gifted subs from Twitch. Dude, I've been playing Balatro in bed on my Steam Deck. It's so addicting. That's amazing and a little insane, pretty much on brand, right? It's sick. And I know at least a third of these have to be horror games. Like right there already. 7 Days to Die, Indica. Those are both horror games. I don't know. Avoid Hope? I don't know. We're going to look at them because there's just so many. And this is the crazy part. You know, last year, 2023, my year, like, personal just self-care goal thing, I didn't buy one game last year. I was gifted games or I got free codes in my email, but I did not buy one game for 365 days. These are just gifted by you wonderful people, and I'm so grateful, and I super want to play them. Look, I've already counted. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. So many horror games. So I figured we could go through them and write down the ones that look promising, because I'd like to play them in October. I mean, October, November, December, because all the other holidays suck. See, Volps, I really, really wish it was because of Humble Bundle. It's not. It's just like most of it's free codes, honestly. People, a lot of game companies, and I'm so grateful for them. I say thank you, and then we end up listening to fucking music, and I forget. But I know I want to play Indica. I'll show you guys a trailer for it. It looks really cool. Knives got me this one. Hold on. Buzz music. Now, we can't it's so, this is the description of it. Eresis is a co-op horror game inspired from the works of H.P. Lovecraft. I've never played a Lovecraftian game like this, and that's what kind of sold me on it. But I got a free code for this. Teamwork is... Trick just drooled on me. Teamwork is a key as players take on the roles of 4 cultists and face the terrifying entities together. Okay, maybe not that one because I don't want other people to have to buy it. I got a free code for it. That's creepy. I'll put it down as a question mark. Eresis. Maybe. We'll see. Silent Hill 2 remake releases. Silent Hill 2? Oh, I'm gonna make a note of that one. I think this is horror. I don't know. This, again, was a free code. Come here, bud. Orton was the case, a free movement puzzle adventure game where you play as a youngster stuck in a time loop with the simple task of saving the world from literal destruction. Is that horror? It looks creepy. I don't know. Maybe. We'll come back. We have plenty. Oh, we'll do a re-scroll through if we don't have enough. This is one I think is like cutesy horror. I think this is like 7 Days to Die for children. Experience Midnight Acres, an indie farming sim by day and intense FPS by night. Unwind and battle on all in one game as you grow and nurture your farm, plan and upgrade turrets and defenses, engage in combat with horrifying beasts, and explore the beautiful... Okay, it doesn't seem like horror, so I'm going to say no. I thought my shit went off. What the fuck is that? No. Back up. Next. Doomblade? That's just a... This one looks cool, but I think this is another, like, it's technically community, maybe? I don't know. But I've had this for a bit, I think. I think this was gifted. I mean, I think I got a free code in my email. Are we just... Is it really? Maybe we should take a break and let things load. God damn it. God... Fucking damn it. Someone's installing games. I have to pee. Do you have to pee? Yeah. Right in the mouth? Right in the mouth. You're the cutest boy in the whole world. We'll take a quick break. Maybe things will stop downloading by then. Who knows? Who knows, right, bud? I don't know. You're the cutest boy that ever was. Did you know? Everyone loves you. Who's everyone? We matched today, bud. Kind of, except I look faded and you look beautiful. You're just the sweetest boy. Would you like to go outside? You're too smart for your own good, bud. Don't lick in my mouth. He's like the guy from what is it, Eurotrip, Miss Scoozy? Miss Scoozy. Miss Scoozy. Are you such a cute boy? My Steam account was being weird. And it like said I had an alert, but there was no alert. There was nothing new, so I restarted the whole thing. I think it was Steam that was being a dick and not us. Aquino gifted me the I'm on observation duty. And as an employee of a mysterious organization, your job is to monitor live surveillance camera footage and spot anomalies. Oh god. Is it going to be creepy? It seems creepy. It seems like that's one horror game that's definitely it's either on my list already or I own it already, one of the two. But it's oh god, what are those games? Backrooms. Sorry, I didn't want to scream into the mic. I thought Zach was outside. He gifted me Backrooms, and that game looks scarier than most things to me. Like horrifying. So that's definitely going to be on the list. Five Nights at Freddy's doesn't get me. None of those do. Those are so not scary to me. And the movie was so bad. Hold on, I'm going to write what was it called? I'm on observation duty. And I'm going to put Backrooms too, because I know I want to play those. I've never played them before, but I've seen Zach play some of them, and they look fucking creepy. It's a lot of you walking around like a subliminal space and people like doing creepy peers around corners and stuff. And just, ugh.
Fun audience.
Huh?
Fun for audience.
I hate that. Oh, Steam updated their EULA and you need to approve. Oh. I did that. I did that yesterday, but I probably didn't restart Steam, which is what I just did, so now it's working. Oh, it's downloading a game already? Oh, it's updating something. We're good. It's just updating something. I was like, what the fuck? Why are we installing? Stop that. Anyways, where did my unplayed go? Unplayed. I'm on observation duty. And then, what was it? Backrooms? I loved Outlast 1 and Whistleblower. Those games were so scary and good. I love a game. I loved that it was like scary and things were chasing you, but at one point they stopped chasing you and you can get real up close to them and look at them, like the twins with the dicks out. Like, I hate a scary game where there's a really cool bad guy, but I never get to just look at it because I'm always running from it and turning away from it or whatever. I want to look. I want to see it. A lot. Yeah, there's a new, I don't know which one he has. I'll look for it in a minute. Hold on. Backrooms. He gifted me one a bit ago, though. Backrooms. Because he was appalled I'd never played before. The Backrooms 1998 found footage backroom survival horror game. You can't see what I'm saying. This one. I haven't heard much amazing things about the Outlast trials, which is super sad because the game was so fucking good. I think Outlast was the first Outlast. I think that was the first horror game I ever played on my stream, my dudes. Like 8 years ago. That's crazy. I loved that game. No shit, I made a lot of friends in the speedrunning community of that game. The Backrooms. The Backrooms. So that's definitely on the list. I'll show you what kind of game it is, though. It looks like, yeah, they weren't the brain. Last of Us, my god. Cheers. The Last of Us. Last of Us. That's horror, right? It's zombies and stuff. I've never played it. Please don't hate me. I know, I'm just a slow gamer. That's zombies and stuff. I think that's horror, technically, right? I figured that one was one we could do. That's definitely there. Hi, Genova Love. I hope you're doing well. Cheers. Yeah, it's like horror, but you're kind of playing a story and it's action on top of it. I mean, I've seen the show. I know the story, obviously. It's been around forever. Is this horror? What is barotrauma? Whom Stop it.
I feel
You gonna buffer anything today? Because nothing's happening. There's no reason you shouldn't be buffering.
something.
You're just being an
lurking
asshole.
around in the dark.
Well, classic survival horror is back, inspired by the original Resident Evil and Alone in the Dark series. Tormented Souls modernizes with a fresh twist on the fixed perspective adventure as Caroline Walker investigates the mysterious disappearance of they're twin girls in a terrifying mansion turned hospital. I know, maybe I'll just do YouTube trailers. That's a really good idea. Yeah, we'll do them on this. I'll do them on the monitor, on the computer that protects the music and stuff just in case. I mean, I should be able to watch game trailers, right? Like if the sound from game trailers is in the VOD, that should be fine. I don't know. I'm just going to do it. Fuck it. I don't care. Because Steam's being a dick. I didn't even think to go to YouTube. That was a smart thinking. Tormented Soul. Okay. Dishes by hand. Ugh. Which sucks. But like to get a quality decent dishwasher is anywhere between $600 and $1,000. Ugh. So I feel you spiritually on that. I think it's constant though, right? It's just a constant, like there's always a cost of something. I've gone through all the troubleshooting I possibly could on it and had my dad on the phone with it, and he's a plumber. And what we think is that, I can't remember the name of the piece, but like, you know the blade that's in the base that sits there? It has like water tube jets up through it that come out on the ends and the tops of those blades, and that spins and it sprays things up and sprays things down. Those have like disintegrated on the inside. So no water is being spun around at all. It's basically just like filling up the tub a little bit with water and then just boiling my dishes, which is cool. It's been very fun. I don't have the room to dishwash by hand. That's the problem. There's not the counter space or anything. It's just not built. The kitchen's not built for it. So, like, there's no space to put out dishes and actually dry them and stuff like that, which is very annoying to me. It is sanitized, but then it has, like, melted food. I just wanted to save, exit. Thank you. I just want my dishes clean. I don't want them boiled. And they're just boiled. You know what I'm saying? Like, boiled. It's the worst. It's the tubes in the fans that are broken down. I mean, it was a decent dishwasher, so like you could take apart the whole base and take the little basket out, wash everything out, make sure there was nothing in there. I did everything possible. I did all these different cleaning techniques, vinegar and baking soda and blah, 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 and it's still, I think it has something to do with the actual mechanism that sprays water around, and it sucks. Those good are the slowest to come down, but February and March are always the best time to buy home appliances, FYI. Are they really? I'm going to write that down. I didn't. Is that because that's like when new models are coming out or whatever? Oh, and it's post-Christmas probably. We own. It's all ours. It's owned. So if it breaks, I gotta buy it. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn Superman! That's okay. It happens all the time. I am that person. I was literally just saying that earlier today. Like, inevitably, every time I come home from TCon, there's a few people who are like, I was just too shy to say hello. And I'm like, hey, hi. It's nice to meet you over the internet where I, too, am more comfortable. I'm an anxious ball of just fear and sad. All the time. So, I completely understand. This is why we're internet people. This is our platform where we're all like, yeah, I can just get up and take a shit and I don't have to tell anybody about it. It's the best. Right? It's the best, but also it's the worst sex. Really, the only reason we own is because both of us have dead parents. That's it. People our age shouldn't own things. Sometimes there are holiday sales too, but gotta make sure they're really well. That's the thing. I think during the holidays, especially anywhere near like a Black Friday, that's cheap shit. I know at least at hardware stores it is. You get up to take a shit, looks at bucket, never mind. I mean, I have poodles everywhere. What would I even do? It's Dr. Nero's birthday? Oh my gosh. Okay. I have to make a note of that too. I'm going to say happy birthday. What is today? September 28th. What sign is that? What comes before Scorpio? I love Doctor. It's Leo. Is it Leo season? Okay. Libra. Is it Libra? Thank you. I don't know what time. Like, I know a lot of Scorpios, Virgos, but not Libras. All typing is stupid. Don't worry about it. All typing is stupid and it's overrated. Don't worry about it. Dishwashers are the best when you actually have one that works and you take care of it. Like I think they actually use less water than hand washing dishes. They're more like, environmentally whatever sound. Unfortunately, part of homeownership is being able to have a shit is broken fund since on you, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's impossible to save for that because that is always happening. I think that's like the trick, or not the gimmick or whatever, but kind of the thing they don't talk about when you do homeownership. It's like, yeah, you do homeownership, save enough money that you can replace something, but it's like things are literally constantly always breaking, so you're constantly always fixing stuff. I feel like it's mostly a matter of like balancing what has to be fixed right now and what can wait a little bit. It's always happening. Yeah, it's just constant. You just have to be you just budget for it, I guess. I mean, it's kind of exciting cuz like I'd love to have a new dishwasher, but also I got to save up for it. So I'll be hand washing dishes for a little bit, which is always a thrill. Love that shit. It's like bills. It literally is. I think it's part of the cost of life. I talked to my dad about this ages ago because my Jeep isn't new, but it wasn't like used. It barely had any miles on it. And he was like, you're overpaying for it or something like that when you buy a car that's this new, and you're losing money when you get off the lot. But I got a warranty. I got the warranty and everything on it. And I've had a shit ton of used cars, and I spent the same amount on repairs on the used cars than I did just paying monthly payments until I paid off my Jeep. And now I have like a Jeep that's only 4 years old that has less than 20,000 miles on it. I own it. Like, I could go live in it if I wanted to. I got payments on nothing. Like, that's the best. But it's new enough that nothing's really breaking down. And if you take care of it, I don't know if you think, I think it's just taking care of shit. But on that note, it's about that time and I need to go take my dogs out and shit. I've had to we have to go play fetch in the yard because they chewed their leashes in half, and I ordered them leashes online and I still haven't received them. But one of my oldest and dearest friends, whom I have met at TwitchCon a few times, Skin Teen is live, so I'm going to raid her. Tomorrow, maybe we'll play more Omawari. I don't know. If you guys like this game, I liked it. It was cool. It's very creepy, but fun. And there's not too much going on, but there's enough going on, and it's really pretty. I don't know. I think I liked it. I'll probably sleep on it. This Monday, I'm going to try to put together a schedule. I found all my wire. This is that hardcore shit to make, like, the core, like, not the core, the, frame of my moth wings for Mothra. So that'll be the first cosplay we start working on, just because I have it. It's here. It's out. It's ready. I don't have to buy anything. Like, this is literally just making wings, so I'll put on my hardcore gloves and we'll bend wire together and it'll be super cruel. But in the super cruel. In the fucking meantime, drink water, take care of yourself, smoke good weed, eat something delicious. Tomorrow's Sunday. I don't know. Hail Satan. Mothra begins soon. And then Jinx. And then I'll look at the list. We have other things. We have other shit. Rod has to do my makeup. It's gonna be fucking chaos. It's a nightmare. I love you guys. Bye.